Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Mode Monday. Today we have housing, Yugoslavian housing, and Bratislava trolley buses. Right, it's Tuesday when I'm releasing this. Oolykee just came back from a trip from Copenhagen, and finally I can do this. Sorry for releasing this on Tuesday. I might be some mods from Monday or maybe even Tuesday in this one, but we're gonna get back on track in the next week. Let's get cracking. Tower of Dreams and Longings, Cerak. The object works as a tourist attraction. Observatory deck employs 2 workers, capacity 110. Landmark, more sculpture than architecture, more artwork than building, and an audacious thing. There's a whole description of this, but what it actually is, it's a monument. It's an observation deck. I think you can find it in the observation decks. You can see here Tower of Dreams and Longings, Cerak, 66,000 compared to vanilla one, which is 26,000 and 53,000. This big enormous steel structure. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, what can you say about it? Beautiful. Link in the description. Realistic as well in the video. And of course, Oolykee's favorite mod, Equinox Ping Me when this was done. This is Yugoslav residential buildings of Cerak. Right, let's see, the naselje Cerak or Cerak Vinogradi is the part of Belgrade. Let's see, do we have English description? Yes, Vinogradi is the neighborhood of Belgrade in the municipality of Čukarica in Belgrade, Serbia. Settlement was designed in the end of 1970s. It's a prime example of the late modernity. So you have here 6 different buildings. Type 1, 4 floors, 68 people. Type 2, 7 floors, 98 people. 10. There's a description. You're gonna have to go and do it. Now, why Oolykee likes this? It's a similar buildings that I really liked in the city where I went to college, city of Osijek in today's Croatia, but in Slavonia, part of Croatia. And I like the color. I really like it. I like the design. The apartments there were really beautiful. They were built to a high quality, and I really enjoyed spending time in them. So this is absolutely beautiful, similar to what I was saying. And of course, my new favorite thing in the world. Right, so what about the realism and all that other stuff? I'm gonna go in the end where I have listed all the buildings so I don't have to search for them. You can see that they're from 10,000, 17,000, 35,000 to the biggest ones. We're gonna compare some of them. I can tell you now the smallest one is the 10,000, 68 people. Of course, this is way more affordable. Sorry, it's way more expensive than the vanilla ones. You can see here vanilla ones. 51, it's 8,000. This one has 58, I believe. Is it 58 or 68? It's quite. It's fair as Equinox Nova makes it, and of course they are really beautiful buildings. The bigger ones are 1940. 145. 145. Here we go. 145. This is just under 10,000. The prefab building over here. So. Absolutely realistic. This is my favorite mod, this mod Monday, and of course you're gonna see a lot of these in my Let's Plays. Link in the description of the video. Wow, Mr. Novo and Historic Town Center free. A free historic town center to begin your republic. Limit to 1 per map. Houses 500 residents. Moat can be dug with the terrain editor. Added a version that can be constructed. Added visitors gatehouse. So these are the 2 versions that they are. One of them is free, one of them can be constructed. Actually, is the other one free as well? I'm gonna go here with a list of all my mods. 500 people, 24,000. Yeah, it can be constructed, but the materials are a little bit weird. Really, that big of a construction. 200 tons of bricks, concrete. Boards and gravel. It's a big one. I mean, like it's obviously realistically per population, but this is historic. I think free version is better than the constructed version. But of course, if you want to construct something like this, there's an option for this. I don't even know what to say about this. Usually, people, what they make, you give you buildings so you can construct your own town center, but this is done. This is like beautiful. Somebody's imagination, somebody's idea, somebody's plan that was actually put in this game that you can just use as a, old town tourist attraction. The Budim part of Budapest, I believe that. hopefully I'm correct, but absolutely something that when I develop tourism, I will be making something like this. But probably I'm gonna go for the free version just because I think it's maybe a little bit more realistic. I'm not really sure, but as you can see, you have 500 people. If you have shops around it, it's gonna be really helpful for you as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Link in the description of the video. Oh, anything else to say? No, link in the description of the video. As I was doing in my Let's Plays, I was about to construct something like this when the Robs actually came with this one for the 250th item. Oh, wow, 250 items, congratulations. That's definitely a big milestone. Robs 074 and train production line. I prepared a train production line loosely based on a real building in Bydgoszcz, Poland. It consists of few buildings belonging to the repair shop of the railway rolling stock in Bydgoszcz, currently PESA Bydgoszcz. Employs 1,000 workers with basic education, 250 engineers, has the same productivity per worker and the resource consumption per worker as the vanilla one. Of course, why wouldn't? And I'm gonna say that it's more expensive than vanilla one. Let me just be like a wild guess. It's absolute classic Robs, and of course better than vanilla. I mean, mods in general are better than vanilla, especially Robs ones, but mods. Especially when you build them like this. Okay, so we have high-tech buildings, we have the vehicle production line, you can see, sorry, that would be the railroad production line, railway production line, it requires, let's go with the price-wise. Price-wise, maybe I should click it first. It's 400,000 rubles, 303 for the vanilla one, and of course it's way bigger than vanilla one. Absolutely beautiful model. Does it have even the railroads coming through the middle? Of course it does. Really beautiful building, one of my favorites. You're gonna see that in my Let's Plays. Realistic building, link in the description of the video. Tonic and 1MG-300 residential buildings. Soviet build house. What can I say? I'm just a sucker for these 4, 5, 6-story high buildings, and just up my alley. Years of construction 1965 to 1969. Panel house, 6 to 10 entrances. Height of living quarters is 264 centimeters. Apartments 1, 2, 3, and 4 rooms. Really? Okay, that's a luxurious one. Number of workers 180 or 300, and housing quality 50%. Darn it! You had to ruin it with low housing quality, because this is obviously not 50%. I would say way more, just because like some of the apartments are also that big. I would still say that it should be a little bit higher quality of apartments. Now, model quality, they're actually really nice. I am actually surprised, because when I saw the screenshots, I didn't expect it to be like this, but it has like tiles on the outside. It could be due to the concrete construction that is like just how it looks. And then of course you have cracked roof with I believe it's tarmac that was put on the rooftop, and these kind of chimneys, actually these would be chimneys similar. My apartment where I used to live in Croatia had similar one of those when I was studying, and the second building is similar but much smaller. My apartment didn't have balconies, but hey ho, beggars can be choosers, right? Anyway, beautiful building, I really like it. And let's go and see the prices. 4,000 rubles and 9,000 rubles. Now this is a little bit on a cheap side. Quality does compensate for that. I think it's realistic, because it's mass-produced really cheap buildings. So 10,000 rubles instead of 20 for those 90% buildings that you have vanilla. So for example, you have 300 workers and let's say 180 workers. We can compare this one: 180 workers, 50%, 5,000 rubles, and then you have in the here these one would be bigger ones, 91%, 13,000 rubles. Yeah, it is a little bit cheaper. It's less than half the price, but the quality of the apartments, it's undisputed. I mean, like 50% is really low. Anyway, take that as you wish. Link in the description of the video. Panel House 2 by Zeno. Panel House 2 price in rubles for around more or less 40,000 rubles. Cost per apartment 209 rubles. Housing quality 96%. Capacity 190 workers. Okay, so this is unfortunately I cannot install this mod for some reason. It doesn't show. It's probably due to modding issue. I'm gonna assume that it's on the mod side. But if I find it, I'm gonna leave a link. I'm gonna put a disclosure in the comment section, but unfortunately I cannot find it yet. Now, I wanted to put this mod as a little bit of form, like of course Zeno, absolutely magnificent work, but as per photos, per screenshots, this can have maximum of maybe 20-30 apartments, and I'm not really sure that the capacity of 190 workers on this smallish building, it's not too small, it might be a little bit too high. I like the price, that is quite realistic. Cost per apartment, I think again that's the disputed part. If this one had, like, let's say half the capacity or even less than that of 190 workers, that would be way better. So currently building has a ground floor plus 5 floors above, so that's 6 floors. On one side it has 5 windows, so that would be around 30 windows. Even if you double that to 60 apartments, it would be 120 workers, but it still would be really small apartments, which again, it is quite realistic. On the other side, you have the 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 6, 36. Even if you take that times twice 36, that would be 72, and you put 2 people per apartment, that would be 144, which is 190 here. I think the apartment building, the model has a little bit too high capacity, but price is definitely realistic, much better than vanilla, much more expensive than vanilla one, and does have 96% quality of apartments, which is really respectable. But anyway, you guys make your own decision. Link in description of the video. You have the photos of it as well in the link in description of the video. Gragometer and Bratislava 14TR and 15TR, Škoda 14TR and Škoda 15TR pack in colors of DPB public transport in Bratislava includes fully red 14TR, red, gray and white stripes 14TR. Anyway, also includes the TRM versions, fully red TRM. Anyway, I'm gonna show you which ones we are talking about. Now I just took the Bratislava ones. These are nicer looking, at least in my book. We can go and check the fully red ones. This is the fully red ones that we have. So these 2 red ones in the end would be like kind of red version, but I like these colored versions a little bit more. I'm not sure if I should, but anyway. So these are the skins for existing ones, so existing trams, so don't look for a new tram like I did in the beginning. They're actually just skins for the first ones that you have here from 1981 to 1989, which are, I think, still in circulation, but anyway. Really beautiful mold, so we have additional skins for these bad boys. Really, price-wise, they're just vanilla trams, trolley buses. So they're perfectly fine. Link in the description of the video. Godspeed you and realistic island, realistic landscape with real complicated conditions, very few places to build and many bridges to build to bring your republic to prosperity. Not too many resources, but not too few are either. However, the scenery is picturesque. Please disable clouds before playing on this map. Yes, because it's quite high. Good luck, comrade. And also description. I'm probably pretty sure it's in Russian. Sorry if I'm mistaking, but it's in Cyrillic. Right, so let's see what the map brings. You can see that a lot of the map is actually in clouds, so if you want to exploit some of the high-rise areas over here, it will be like this. You're gonna have to turn off the clouds, but fine. Let's see what map brings. I'm gonna press F2 and show you. Red, no. White and yellowish, maybe, or white is definitely yes. Here where we had our Mod Monday, this is the flattest area, but conveniently for us it's close to 2 Soviet borders, so that's an easy one. But other parts of the island are quite challenging to build a city. You see this like ever so increasing slopes and a lot of red spots that's going to be really hard to flatten, and the furthest part of the island is absolutely uninhabitable. Actually, yeah, challenge for somebody maybe. Right, as you can see here, this is the full circle. We're back at the beginning-ish, probably, yeah. Yeah, we're back. Okay, let's go and check out the map. If we press G and go and open the map, you can see here that map is quite challenging and hilly. Really high hills here. But this is the border crossing. Where are the resources? Yeah, they are not really that rare. There's decent amount of resources, especially coal close to the border. That's a jackpot. So this is not going to be too hard. You can create your electricity, heat, and plus you can export coal and electricity, not heat though. Iron is plentiful. A lot of it is under the sea, but some of the higher areas, like for example in the northeast, you will be able to combine it into a nice steel production over there. Oil-wise, again, it's too close to the border crossing. It's not that challenging. You can literally just export crude oil even without people. And then we have uranium ore, which is, again, quite plentiful. I wouldn't really describe this as scarce resources. They are in decent amounts. Some of them will be hard to reach, especially on the far end of the island, but not impossible. Not impossible. So yeah, it's a really beautiful map, definitely picturesque one, and something that I'm going to be playing in my spare time on. So I hope you guys also will enjoy it. That's it. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it. And if you want to support the channel, you have the description of the video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye bye.